Hey guys, this is Teddy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about your first year real estate agent salary, or how much do you make your first year in real estate. Now, just like a seasoned agent salary, this is going to depend on many factors, and while I can't give you an exact number, I'm going to give you a quick and simple way, or almost like a little test to see how much you could possibly make given your conditions. Now, I myself got off to a very rough start my first year in real estate. My first year in real estate was a total disaster, and if you're not having that much success your first year in real estate, just realize that you're not alone, and many people who started out doing horribly in real estate often become successful later on down the road. My first year I made only $5,000. Now, given there are many things working against me, which I'm going to cover right now. Your first year in real estate, if you are from the area, you can pretty much get a deal out of that. Being from the area is going to help you a lot because you probably already have friends, and people are way more likely to trust a real estate agent who is from the area as opposed to somebody who's not. So if you're from the area, go ahead and give yourself $5,000. Okay, so number two, one thing that's going to help you a lot is if you already have family members who are in the business. Maybe you have somebody who's willing to mentor you, or somebody who's just willing to take you under their wing. If you have somebody who's already been in the business to show you the ropes, it's going to help you a lot your first year in real estate. And if you can afford to have a mentor or hire somebody, go ahead and give yourself another $5,000 because that's going to help you out immensely. Okay, so number three, and this is what I would say is the biggest factor in your success your first year in real estate, and that's if you have very good entrepreneurial skills or an entrepreneurial skill set. The top trait that I would say among the best agents is entrepreneurialism. If you are somebody who's been in an entrepreneurial family, maybe you've ran a business before, the likelihood of you having very quick success and getting up and running very quickly is going to be very high if you have a good entrepreneurial skill set. And I would say that this is very scalable. With the others, I would say you could probably get a deal out of it. If you are a really good entrepreneur, you could literally scale that and you could be making hundreds of thousands of dollars your first year in real estate. So the fourth trait, and this is one that I kind of hesitated on, but I would say that there's a certain amount of truth to it. If you are somebody who has a very magnetic personality, maybe you are physically attractive. As bad as that sounds, there's people who are physically attractive that do very well. Maybe if you have a very charismatic personality, you can get a lot of business out of that simply because people like doing business with people they like being around. Okay, so here are some things that I would say that will prevent you from doing well your first year in real estate. And the first one is going to be if you're not from the area. When I first moved to Wilmington, I was not from the area, and not being from the area hindered me greatly because I didn't have friends, or I hadn't built up a large friend group. I didn't have any family members that lived here, and I pretty much had to start from scratch in terms of getting business. Okay, so the next one is going to be if you have no entrepreneurial skills, or if you have very bad people skills. Now, if you've ever worked in business before, you know that you have to have a certain amount of people skills. You don't have to be the most charismatic person in the world, but if you've never worked in a small business before, if you've never had to market, if you've never had to sell yourself, or if you've worked in a technical field your whole life, this also goes along if you have very bad people skills. If you have very bad people skills, people don't like being around people they don't like, I guess you could say. And if you repel people and you don't even know it, like I said, that's going to prevent you from doing business, and in that case you want to subtract $5,000 from what you could possibly earn in that year. Okay, and this one brings me to my last one. If you are under the age of 25, you probably want to go ahead and subtract $5,000. If somebody is a baby boomer and they are going to purchase a house, there's obviously some kind of stigma there. You don't have the agent experience of somebody who's been in the business for 20 years. And in real estate, there's really not much that separates you from a person who's been in the business for 20 years and somebody who's been in the business for 1 month. They will just literally just use that other agent. So you're going to have to work really hard that first year in order to gain the knowledge and the expertise to where people would actually trust you and do business with you. So in a sense, you have to work a lot harder, and a lot of younger people, I sadly say this, they don't want to work that hard or work towards that skill set enough to where it would make a big difference. But anyway, I hope this answered your question. I hope it clears up some things. If you guys like, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and as always, thank you for watching.